Emergency, danger, Will Robinson. Anyway, I'm dating myself. Kind of an emergency video here. And I'm not in my usual getup, and I'm sweaty, right? I just got done spraying this, took off my PPE, and I just got to spraying this. I have Pythium. What is Pythium? Pythium looks like this.
Okay, this is Pythium, and it's circular and small enough for dollar spot, but the difference is you can see where it's got some gray. It's not as white as dollar spot, and fortunately the dew is off, but I just happened to catch the mycelia here, so I'm going to have to go out with a good application of azoxystrobin and knock this down. Here's more of it. It's just been raining here a lot. It is very wet right now, and that's what we're facing. So I'm going to have to get on this very quickly because one, we're going to have 90-degree temperatures here, high humidity. This will take over the yard if I don't get on it today. Now, this is what you would see during the day, and you can see the leaf damage here. The best way I can describe it for those of you who are not really familiar, it's got this almost ominous looking sort of a bit of a different brown. It's not a dead grass like you would traditionally see. It's sort of almost a smoke color in the grass. And when you have stressed grass, it generally turns more of a straw color, where this is more of a gray, sort of, like I said, ominous looking, but gives you a good idea of what you're looking at, particularly when you're at the end of your fungicide treatment, which is exactly what has happened here. I am pushing that 14-day interval. I've actually still got a little bit of mycelia down in here, I think a little bit, but the time to look for that is indeed in the morning. That sort of separates insect damage from fungal damage from drought stress, is looking in the morning and identifying those mycelia on both dollar spot and Pythium.
I'll tell you a little bit about it here so you understand it. Pythium is a blight. There are some blights, and they are extraordinarily aggressive and deadly, believe it or not. If you ever heard of the Great Irish Potato Famine, and there was a lot of migration for Irish immigrants to the United States because the potatoes got a blight and literally just wiped them out. And thousands of people starved to death in Ireland way back in the day. Can't remember exactly what it was, but that was actually a blight. Tells you how aggressive blights can be. Sorry, Pythium is one of them. It is one of the things that golf course superintendent, cool season grasses, we treat aggressively for, preventatively for, because was actually this time of year when we really shouldn't be getting a whole lot of Pythium. Usually you start seeing it when nighttime temperatures get above 65 degrees. It had been very mild here in the mid-Atlantic for those of you in the mid-Atlantic. Reason why we got it, or why I have it, is twofold. One, we have had an excessive amount of rain. Looks green and nice, however, it really did bring out the fungus. We had a little bit of humidity too. Hasn't been that warm. But when nighttime temperatures get above 65 degrees and 70, you better have something out for it if you maintain any type of lawn at all. And what you can put out for it is azoxystrobin or Artavia. I've talked about Artavia in my other videos. That is the most effective and a reasonable one. You can also go out with Scott's Disease EX. There again, it's a azoxystrobin product. Now, if you have active fungus, particularly on that Scott's product, you have to double the rate. If you look at the front of the bag, it says it treats 5,000 square feet. Flip it over. It's only 2,500 square feet that it treats when you have active fungus. And if you don't do it, particularly with Pythium, you are going to lose grass. How Pythium spreads, I've actually seen this on a ryegrass fairway about this time of year. Similar situation. Actually, it might have been a little earlier in the year. Came in, looked at the fairway. We had Pythium on this ryegrass fairway, and it looked like somebody had spilled motor oil. Pythium spreads through water, not air. Okay, so if you have it on a hill, it can actually work its way down the hill in the same path of the water. So if you're seeing that in any slope areas, it's probably what it is, particularly if it comes out overnight. So Pythium is really, really important to really have preventatively, particularly on a higher end lawn. Obviously, I have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to keep some street cred here. I have a high end lawn. So what do? There again, the Artavia, the Azoxystrobin in Scott's uh, Scott's Disease EX. There's too many EXs. I almost said Grub EX. Either one of those two is what you can do. Now, we also look at Dollar Spot, and the reason why I'm mentioning Dollar Spot here is both of these fungus have mycelium in the morning.
And here we go. We found some spots, and I'll use the word spot carefully. But if we look down, we can see these little white mycelia is what they are. Those are the reproductive structures of the fungus. This happens to be dollar spot. How do I know that? Well, I'm an agronomist and I know that. But you can also identify it because if you look, it's spots, spot, 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 spot. This is a fairly aggressive area. In fact, this is not my yard, but it's actually the rough on the golf course out near live near. It's kind of on a weird area where they're really not treating all that aggressively. But I just give this for an example of what to find and what to look for. But this is kind of typical of what you'd see with a fungus.
That's when I tell you to go out and look and make sure if you have a disease to begin with, you will see mycelia in the morning. This is Dollar Spot. This is Pythium. You can see here with Pythium has that ominous gray smoky look to it. Dollar Spot has this white, fluffy, star-like, cottony, if you will, look to it. In addition, if you look, Pythium, you can see where these leaf blades are dark, really black. Ugh. Then you see on the Dollar Spot, it's kind of a straw color. That's how you can differentiate between the two. Why do I mention that? Azoxystrobin does not treat for Dollar Spot. And propiconazole, your other option, doesn't treat for Pythium. So you got to know which one you're going out with. In case of fire break glass, there's absolutely no problem with putting out Gunner, which I've talked about, and Artavia together. If you're not sure and you just, you know, want to put something out, put those out. You can also mix the Bio Advanced product, propiconazole granular, and Scott's Disease EX together if you are really, that's why I try to get you to identify these things. So that way you're not that you're wasting money. It's not a bad application if you have extreme disease pressure to put both those products out because you're covering everything pretty much if you do that. Also, if you have Dollar Spot and you've had it in the past, not a bad move to put out the thiophanate methyl, the Jonathan Green product. I've talked about this in other fungicide videos. Propiconazole is one family of fungicides. Thiophanate methyl is another family of fungicides. And what you can get is resistance to Dollar Spot, particularly with propiconazole. Not a huge deal, particularly if you put a thiophanate methyl application out at least once a year, ideally twice. If you've had a lot of Dollar Spot in the past, probably would do a mid-July, mid-August application, or maybe a 1st of July, 1st of August application, depending on where you are. If you're in zone 7, 8, 9, probably early July, early August. Those of you in zone 6 on up, not quite a disease pressure so early in the year, so you can go out maybe with that thiophanate methyl in mid-July, again in August. Most of the time, Dollar Spot has really been a problem for me on putting greens in fall. It can really get you in the fall too. However, if you have both propiconazole and thiophanate methyl working out there, a couple application of thiophanate methyl will knock down that possibility of Dollar Spot resistance to the propiconazole. However, now how did I get it? If I hadn't mentioned this already, there again, it's impromptu video. I'm at the end of my, almost at the end of my disease window. I'm due to spray in 3 days, but I'm out here today fiddling with a robot lawnmower. Look down, here it is. Luckily, I came out here this morning, though I could identify it during the day because it's very early in the process. And that there again, that black's almost grayish leaf blade is really nasty. So anyway, that's Pythium. And it is by far the one that you really, really need to be careful with. I literally came out here as soon as I saw it about 2 hours ago, put a game plan together, put my Artavia down, and I've got it down in high rate, that 0.77 ounce rate. And I hopefully we'll be covered, and I'll keep on monitoring it and go on from there. Anyway, that is Pythium. And I do encourage you guys, particularly in this heat, to go ahead and put out at least a preventative. The fact I had Artavia here already, or Grub EX, though the Artavia is more effective in the liquid and cheaper overall. Uh, In fact, I had it here, probably saved my bacon a little bit because it really could have been aggressive, particularly with all the rain that we have. There again, it spreads with water, not air, or traffic for that matter. You can actually traffic it if your feet stay wet, you can track it on another spot, but mostly it's water that moves it around. Anyway, that's my emergency video of so far 2026. Hope this helps. Check out my my fungicide list on Amazon for these products. You can grab them there. Thanks for watching.